Do the intro as fast as you possibly can.
As fast as I possibly can?
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Meeting Halfway. It's me, Veronica and Jelly, and also here with Mark with our special guest, Kellen Goff.
Hello.
Kellen, we've already had you on this podcast before.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you back?
Because, I don't know.
Kellen, if anyone doesn't know who you are, what do you do?
Hi, I'm Kellen. I'm a funny voice man.
Stop!
We'll explain that later.
Maybe we won't.
I voice act for video games and anime, and I do Freddy for Five Nights at Freddy's.
You do Freddy Fazbear?
You're the Freddy Fazbear?
But you're not OG Freddy.
No.
I guess you would say this
no.
is the Kelly Goff experience.
Yeah. Okay,
The ultimate Kelly Goff experience.
Where did that come from?
Kelly Goff?
The Kelly Goff experience. What is that?
That's what this is, the Kelly Goff experience.
This is the Kelly
You've
Goff
been saying that like all night, like we did this one night, and I'm supposed to remember where this is from. What's Kelly Goff experience?
This is the Kelly Goff experience.
You are watching the Kelly Goff experience.
You are
experiencing
on Disney Channel. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay. So I've been away for a month at this Shakespeare camp. Yeah.
Trapped in
No. We're getting to that. At this Shakespeare and Company month-long intensive, and it was really nice. But I was away from you guys for a month,
dude.
and I missed y'all.
I know.
So
counting down the days till you came back.
So I was like. Well, you're like, hey, what should we do for your birthday? You remembered my birthday. Not a lot of people did.
I was like, Kellen,
a lot of people did on the day, but yeah. I'm saying
I asked like a week prior.
You
I
knew
was like,
it.
what do you want to do for your birthday? I know you're going to be in town. We want to see you.
I really appreciate it.
Of course.
So we tried to make plans, but family comes first. So,
of course.
I wanted to go to this cool place called Yamashiro, which has been in like LA for a minute, and I cooked my own Wagyu steak. And my parents, my mom had to move because the smoke kept blowing in her face. Like I moved.
To be fair, for those who don't know, Yamashiro Hollywood is a beautiful Japanese style restaurant with a wonderful koi pond inside and the best view of LA.
And I think I might have passed Rowan Atkinson.
Really?
While I was there. It looked a lot like him.
What? You didn't say hi?
He was having dinner.
He didn't say, hi, Johnny English.
He was having dinner.
Do something funny.
I don't want to bother Mr. Bean while he's eating sushi.
Come on, clown, make me a bicycle.
What?
That's from Wedding Crashers.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever watched that either.
Really? 21 Jump Street or Wedding Crashers?
I haven't
or
watched
22 Jump Street.
I hadn't seen 22 Jump Street.
I have not watched 22. But anyway, so we had already made the reservation. Well, my mom made the reservations, and I was like, hey, can we add on Mark and Veronica because I want to see them too? And she's like, those are already set. We can't do it. And I'm like, well, can we invite them to? Because they're really bad at keeping secrets. My family, it's like, there's also a surprise for you. And my sister's like, you weren't supposed to tell him. I'm like, well, can they come to that? And my sister's like, I'll text.
If she gave me a ring. And originally, the plan was we were all going to go to the Magic Castle.
Yeah, the Magic Castle is this cool... it's like a magician's secret club where you have to wear suits and buy dinner, and there's a bunch of different shows, and there's an invisible man at a piano that plays whatever.
Really?
Yeah,
but
it's really cool.
We went to something better.
We saw the Jamie Kennedy experience.
No, we didn't.
The Jamie Kennedy experience.
Went to a comedy show.
Who did you guys find this, or did my parents?
No, your parents found it.
My parents found this.
Your mom was, or no, your dad brought it up.
Yeah.
Because your sister called me and asked me if we can go to the Magic Castle, but we couldn't. So they were like, oh, we actually have this in mind, so let's go to this instead.
So we go to the Hotel Roosevelt, the
Yes, on
historic
Hollywood
Hotel
Boulevard.
Roosevelt, and to set the evening up, I walk in first, and there's a guy going down the big staircase crying,
Really?
like
remember?
crying his eyes
I
out.
didn't see that. We went.
No, they were telling us.
Yeah, but I didn't. I wasn't like.
This was well.
I didn't know you guys
You
saw
guys
it.
had but you were inside.
Yeah, we
already.
were
we were
inside
inside.
because we were going to surprise Kellen.
But there was this guy like crying his eyes out, followed by security, and then there was like these two ladies that were like in various states of dress, and they were like separated, and I'm like, did I stumble on a dispute?
That was the real show.
Yeah, that was the pre-show. That was the pre-game. So, and later we would say, yeah, that was a sign from God, but we didn't listen. So we walk in. I see Jamie Kennedy's, and I'm like, oh no, my mom.
Oh, you didn't even know what it was when you were going in. Did
No,
you?
no, they kept that part secret, and
Like, what a surprise!
But I saw Jamie Kennedy, and my mom is like, she can, she can joke with the best of them, but she doesn't really like dirty stuff. And I'm like, oh, you're not going to like Jamie Kennedy's set, Mom.
Dude.
And she's like, oh, well, she was like bracing herself.
Did she walk into a storm? Because gosh darn.
Yeah, because generally comedy show not very good. It was pretty shit. There was like 15 different acts, and I don't think I laughed once.
No, I never laughed once.
To be fair, I'm a hard man to like make a laugh.
No, you're not.
But
I'll be-
yeah, that little
Giggles.
that little
Let's
that
be
little
fair,
dog on TikTok.
we laughed uncomfortably at
Yes.
certain parts. I laughed at certain things, like this nice little Wisconsin boy who made a joke that I will not repeat.
That's fair. The best part, the one I was looking forward to the most, was Jamie Kennedy, and that was the best
That was
part.
the most entertaining part. It wasn't
Not because he
funny,
was funny.
but it was entertaining.
Oh my gosh.
He was getting so angry at the audience.
Well, you could tell he had no plan.
I
No,
was gonna
not
say,
at all.
before going into this, I've talked to Veronica, because I love Son of the Mask. I've talked to
Literally,
Veronica.
his mom said it was his favorite movie growing
Which
up.
isn't true, but I loved watching it as a child because there's like so much visually going on. But I talked to Veronica about this before, and I was like, Jamie Kennedy is known for like, he made a whole documentary called Heckler, and it's all about people heckling him at his comedy shows, and he clearly has no patience for it. And he's been doing this for like 30 years. So when someone comes up to him like and heckles, he like calls them out, and he will focus on them to make them feel bad for it.
Yep.
And then the documentary devolves into crying about Son of the Mask getting bad reviews, but yeah, like going in, I
didn't
like,
know about this.
yeah,
No.
I was like,
all of this makes a lot more sense.
yeah,
now.
going in, I was like, I wonder if he's gonna be the same as he is in that documentary, and he fucking was,
Dude.
He
Oh
came
my
out
God.
immediately
So-
Grabbing his dick. The first
He
thing
was,
he does,
yeah, and not even like Eminem style.
No,
he was just like
grabbing it,
massaging
feeling
it.
Yes.
It was weird. It was like
White
we
ski
weren't there.
pants.
It was like we weren't there.
He's wearing like really
Yeah.
baggy pants, like a cap with his like
cap
hair,
to
like
the
his
unsaved
unkempt hair, like just coming out the side.
Straight ass beard.
Yeah, he looked like a trucker that had been on the
He made a
road for
joke
2
that
weeks.
he looked homeless. Yeah.
He had like a white V-neck with like a couple stains on it and like a jacket on. He looked like a bad
This is
version
the
of
headliner.
Erad. Yes, this was who people like came to see. This is what everyone was waiting for.
And,
Right?
Him and Tom
immediately-
Arnold.
Yeah.
Like as
yeah.
soon as he came out, people started like quoting like characters from movies.
They're
he's
like
been in.
B-Rad. Hey, it's B-Rad.
And he's like, oh, what'd you say? He said B-Rad?
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
do I just come up to you and yell your profession at
He's
you?
like, what movies have you been in? And it's like, what the
There's
fuck?
one point where he starts heckling this one man in particular.
Because this one man like
Oh,
called
so
something out
he
to
was
him.
like a Navy SEAL who
Yeah.
who called something out. He was there with his
And
significant
girlfriend.
other.
Jimmy
yeah.
Kennedy was like, you are the person I'm going to be focusing on for the rest of my set. And he's there for like 20 minutes, and he made
Yelling
like,
at him.
He made like 2 unrelated jokes.
The Navy SEAL keeps
Yeah,
talking
he
back.
kept going.
He kept going.
At one point, he was like, I'm just answering you. I'm answering what you're asking
like,
me.
just
That's
continue.
all I'm doing. I'm not heckling
Yeah,
you.
he's like, go on with the set. Go on with the set. Like, you're talking to me. Just keep
and
going.
it's like, I see his point, but at the same time, he's still
He's enabling
encouraging
it.
this and not letting Jamie Kennedy move on.
Yeah. There's a point where Jamie Kennedy like leans on his microphone and he's like, I had 3 houses when I was 27. What about you? What do you have to say for yourself?
Oh my
yeah, and then he's
gosh.
like, I'm a Navy SEAL. And then he's like, thank you for your service. And then it's like, okay,
Goes and
great.
shakes his hand.
During the he hugged him at the end.
Yeah.
During the whole set, I was whispering to Veronica, I will pay you $50 right now if you yell "Son of the Mask."
I tried to, but right as I said "Son of the Mask," Jamie Kennedy started speaking, so he couldn't even hear me.
And then everyone started clapping at some joke.
You didn't even say it loud though.
tried
You're like
to, I
"Son of the
tried."
Mask."
Veronica's like all confident and shit, but whenever someone like Jimmy Kennedy, Veronica knows that Jimmy Kennedy is like up here and she's like down here.
What the fuck?
So she could not win an argument.
not what it was.
No, it wasn't. Mark's just fucking.
Veronica knew.
No, there was.
Veronica knew
He's big, you're small.
Veronica
I'm
knew.
right, you're wrong.
Veronica knew.
Shut your
Let me
fucking mouth.
continue.
No, don't.
Veronica knew she could not win an argument with Jimmy Kennedy. He would troll her in front of everyone.
I would troll
She'd
him.
be stuck with her tail between her legs.
No, she knew that there was a GoPro right next to her
That
filming the
too.
whole set.
But also, I literally was like, I love Son of the Mask. Like, that was all I said.
yeah, and you said it at that volume too. He could.
Yeah.
There was no way he could have heard that.
There was no way. There's no way I can project my voice loud enough where it wouldn't sound shrill or cracking or like screaming. You know what I mean?
You're doing it right now.
Yeah, but okay. But imagine like music or an audience and people
Oh
talking
yeah,
and
there's
him.
music playing.
Shut up.
Yeah.
There wasn't any music.
That's
It was
what-
like
yeah,
dead
my
silent.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A large room with a bunch of people talking and a guy with a microphone.
No,
I can't shout
lot of
over
people
that.
talking. They're all
Yes,
listening
there
to Jimmy
were.
Kennedy.
Yes, they were.
Jimmy Kennedy's talking, and the
acting
Marine is talking.
acting like 5 different people around us weren't trying to interject. Fuck
You
off.
could have been one other one.
I tried.
Pride and fail.
Oh, I'm sorry. Where did you come in on this, huh?
I never said I was gonna yell at Son of the
Yeah.
Mask.
Where were you?
If
Could
anything,
you have done it, huh? Could you have done it?
I told
don't
her.
think so.
I told her not to yell at Son of the Mask. I said, "Don't. He's gonna pick on you, and you're not gonna handle it."
Fuck off. No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Fuck off.
I said, "Don't yell."
Trying to
at him."
act like you know better. Fuck off.
I know more about Jimmy Kennedy.
No, you don't. Just because you watch Son of the Mask 50 times in a row and you're a kid each sitting, like, fuck off.
What do you think? Because row each sitting.
Your mom said you watched that movie breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
For sustenance.
But yeah. Then he started talking about OnlyFans and called like anyone who does OnlyFans like.
Yeah.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of
Bleeping it.
jokes in his set.
It was.
No.
It was 2020, the pandemic. There's one point where he was like,
Nobody laughed at that
Yeah,
stuff.
he was
Yeah.
like, I had a really bad day today. You know, I'm gonna come here. Like, and it's like, what the fuck?
Every comedian who came on that stage made a joke about the pandemic.
All of them?
All of them.
Almost all of them.
I remember thinking Tom Arnold's set was okay.
Tom Arnold's was the only one that was good because it had a really strong ending.
That was it. But the
Other
rest
than
of it
that
was like,
Wisconsin gentleman.
yeah, other than him.
Wisconsin.
He was the one who was like, I used to be fat, but not anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, he was really nice.
all of them.
Like, he seemed very nice.
He looked like Todd from Breaking Bad.
He did look like Todd.
Yeah.
He did.
Tom Arnold's ending was good, but the rest of it, I was like, he couldn't get through a sentence. He was like stumbling and like stuttering. He's an old man. But then he kept like talking about something, and then his story would like divert into something else, and I'm like, wait, is he gonna go back to
He'd
that?
talk
or is that,
about
like,
his
the
son,
setup?
and then he'd talk about his crazy ex-wife.
And then he talked about Hugh Grant and their adventures.
And Robin Williams.
And Robin
Excuse me.
Williams, yeah.
Back up. Can't you see this little wench here? Can't you see this little wench here?
The people on Spotify can't see this little wench here.
It's okay.
Guys, imagine a big 40-foot tall chihuahua.
What? What'd
A
you just
big
say?
40-foot tall chihuahua.
Oh, Chihuahua.
With
Destroying the city.
Yeah. Look, guys, listen to this.
Yeah, his
Wow.
mic.
That's
Wow, they sure love that.
Aw.
But yeah, no,
He's like breathing into it.
And then there was this one woman who was just like,
Oh my
she
god.
she reminded me of
hated her.
again from Breaking Bad. She reminded me of the woman who crushed the guy's head with an ATM machine.
the crackhead.
Yeah, you're coming to me, wench.
Dude, she was so annoying.
Well, she's wench. You're moving the microphone, buddy. Yeah. Oh, you gonna stay right there? Okay.
You might want to move your mic.
Well,
Here,
I can't anymore.
I'll take this wench.
Take
Come
that
here, all of
wench.
you. Come here, all of you, and eat from this. This is the wench of my blood. Here, stay there, wench.
She just kept like you could tell that her jokes were trying to be, you know, loud noises, jingle keys,
Yes.
kind of thing. But
Screaming.
she just came off scary.
There was one point where
she kept being like,
Yeah, there was one point where
Stuff
she
like
was
that.
like, she was looking at these two guys in front of us, and she was like, when you go home tonight, you need to bite your husband's nipples. Nah, 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 nah.
She's like over and over and over again.
She keeps bringing. She brought it back. Like,
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds kind of funny, but it was scary in real life.
yeah, like look at her. Imagine her face, and she like scrunched her teeth, and she looks evil at everyone. And then at the very end of the set, she's like, and there's my set. Bite his nipples. Like she just brings it back, and it's like, what the fuck? Like,
She was
it
like,
wasn't funny.
like picture someone looking right at you and going.
She's trying to make it like a thing, like a bit. Oh, you gotta go see this lady. She does the funny the funny
and she was
noises.
committing to it. I'll give her that.
But her committing to it made it even more uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Not funny, not entertaining. Just like shut
She
the
was
fuck
talking about how she'd like
up.
do it in front of her baby or something like that, her newborn baby.
Yeah. Also, like every female comedian just had the low tier hanging comedy joke about talking about their pussies. Every single one of them talked about their pussy like it's a funny thing. And it's just like, I'm a woman, and I think that's the most unfunniest shit ever. Like, I don't want to hear about your menstrual cycle. Like,
it was just a bunch of that and racism. And
yes,
stuff.
And transphobia.
It was like,
And transphobia.
but that's the thing. It's like the same mentality where people who are like, oh, if I can take this to an extreme level, that makes it funny.
If I can get any reaction.
Yes, then that makes it funny. And in this case, this was a scenario where it was just like, no, all of this is uncomfortable. None of this is funny.
The last guy, at that point, everyone was already done. It's like 2 hours in, like two hours and like 50 minutes.
Guy.
The Buster Bluth.
And he doesn't even come up from like the backstage. He just comes up from like the stairs at the front.
Well, he was like sound mixing it.
He was the DJ the whole time.
He
was the one doing the music.
So there was music.
There was music.
Is that what you're saying?
Fucking take this off. Jesus Christ! Take your fucking hairband off.
There was
shoving in my face the whole time. Take it out.
Veronica, there was music in between, but not during.
Yeah.
Oh, so there was music.
Okay.
I never said there wasn't any music.
You did.
I didn't
Take
say
that
there wasn't
off,
any music.
please. It's so annoying.
It's my
Editor,
hair.
make me right.
What's your problem?
I'm trying to talk and keep fucking flipping your head back and forth. I'm just sitting here.
Why are you getting mad?
Because you keep getting closer and closer when I'm just trying to like be in frame.
So that right there is a version of how we felt during this show.
Uncomfortable.
They just kept throwing stuff in our face, and we couldn't even really. I don't know. Let it sink in.
But the last guy, he was. There was one point because the audience was like, they were all drunk. She was like, "Are there any?"
Oh, everybody was so drunk by that point.
He was like, "Are there any Asians in the audience?" And someone from the back is like, "Yeah, I am," and you suck. And he's like,
she was like, "Woo!"
No, I'm talking about the other girl. The other girl.
two of 'em.
Yeah, there was another girl who was like, "Yeah, I am," and you suck. And he's like, "What? What?" And he's like, "You suck." And it's like, "I suck." And it's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, you need another drink." And it's like, what? It's like, why are you giving these people attention if you don't want to like
This poor guy, you didn't say it like that. He was pretty quick, but he was still getting like reamed by like this was an awful audience. This is like the audience you never want to have because they were all just so disrespectful.
But they're all disrespectful because none of them actually enjoyed their time. Everything was uncomfortable, and by the end of it, they were so fucking done. They just wanted to chime in and fuck with the guy. You know?
Yeah, but I don't know. I still don't think that justifies it.
No, it doesn't.
What they were doing.
That was a hard crowd to win over, and none of them did it.
It's really hard to win over because every like comedy act was so different. Like there was no one person who could enjoy every one of those because like young people, old people, TikTokers, like old fashioned kind of guys. Like
it was a very large range of like comedians, all with different kinds of like comedy. But the only one common thing they had was racism.
Yeah.
All of them made racist jokes. What did you think? Out of all of them, which was your favorite?
The Wisconsin boy.
I don't remember any of them.
You liked the teacher from
Jamie
Nickelodeon.
Kennedy?
No, I didn't.
Mark,
Well, he
like,
wasn't bad. I was in the bathroom though for most of his set.
yeah, so was I.
They were like, "Here's a teacher from Nickelodeon," and I was like, "Who?"
Yeah, I was like, "What
is this?"
teacher?"
Yeah.
And it was just like this tall Indian dude.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
But and he just talked about his kid getting bullied. And I was like, damn.
He had a good moral of the story, though.
Yeah, he was the only one who had like who wasn't like cynical and like edgy, you know?
I wouldn't say he was a comedian, but I liked hearing him talk, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway, that was a birthday I'll remember.
Yeah, everyone. So next time Jimmy Kennedy's in town, you gotta check him out and say check out Meeting Halfway episode 11.
Please don't.
Featuring the Kelly Goff experience.
Featuring Kelly Goff.
The Kelly Goff
This episode
experience.
has to be called Kellen Goff Puts on the Mask. And then it's Kellen putting on the son of the
God.
mask.
We have to call this the Kelly Goff experience.
No, it sucks.
No, it's cool.
I think it all sucks, but you do what you want.
We call you Kelly Goff to everybody.
Why?
Because that's your name.
Okay. But yeah, no, I'm fine with the show having been bad because that's more of a story than if it had been good.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true.
And I had great food beforehand, and I got to see you guys. That's what I'm
didn't.
going to remember.
We really didn't. They actually charged Mark like $50 for
Dude,
food.
that
Whoa.
fucking the food at the comedy show. I thought we were gonna I thought it was like a show and a meal.
Yeah, I thought it was dinner and or a show.
But it was like fries for $5, mac and cheese bites for $14,
Jeez Louise.
water, just water for $5.
Half the size of like a
It
bottle.
was like
water
a
bottle.
tiny water bottle.
Not tap.
No.
Oh, a water
No.
bottle.
Yeah.
That's the thing, they were like, "Do you want a cup of water?" And then Veronica was like, "Yeah, sure." But then they give her like an actual bottle instead of a cup. Like we thought it was like
Yeah.
tap water.
And I was like, okay.
That's how they make their money back.
The mac and cheese bites were like smaller than the palm of my hand, and there was only 3 of them.
$14.
$14.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, that was bad.
Hotel Roosevelt.
Kind of got bad bar food.
They got the meeting halfway. Thumbs down.
thumbs down of disapproval.
Guys, if you've made it this far into the podcast, go to applepodcasts.com and Spotify and give the show 5-star ratings.
And say, I love the Kelly Goff experience.
Yes.
See, I'd really love that Kellen Goff episode.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
guys
do it for me.
Can you guys put in the comments of this episode? I love the Kelly Goff experience.
Yeah. Baba Booey.
Baba booey.
God.
Look at that went.
He was like falling asleep there now.
Poor Winch.
Other than that, me and Veronica, do you want to talk about Megan?
No, we should save that for the next episode.
Okay, we can talk about Megan a different time.
Because Kelly didn't see it.
Guys, get ready. We're gonna talk about we watched Megan last night and it wasn't
We watched
very good.
Megan. I've been calling it Megan this whole time.
Guys, if you want to be featured in the next episode of Meeting Halfway, comment your thoughts on
Megan.
Megan and we'll
read your
We'll
comments.
read some out.
Let us know what you thought about Megan, and we'll read your comments on the episode.
Especially if you liked it.
Yeah. If you liked it, let us know. If you disliked it, let us know.
By the way, if you hear that whimpering in the background, that's Bean.
He's jealous that that little wench is in here.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
Mark gives Wench special treatment.
Veronica literally said, "Let wench in," and I said, "No other dogs, okay?" And she was like, "No,
other
it's just
dogs.
wench."
No other dogs.
Because there's no room for a Sammy and a Bean, and if we take in Bean, we have to take in Sammy.
Yeah.
he always gives Wench favoritism.
Look at him; he needs help.
Help me.
He needs assistance.
His face is like scrunched
Yeah.
up. He looks like a little pig.
Yeah, he does.
Zoom in on him.
That's what Sonny's mom says when he sees Sonny sleeping.
No, he's a little turtle.
That's right, he's a little turtle.
Little sleeping turtle.
I love my little turtle.
Sonny turtle.
turtles. That's what he says. I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I like turtles.
Yeah.
Kellen, what was like one of the first like Flash animated like videos you'd seen online?
Really?
Yeah.
Really? We're
yeah.
going into Newgrounds.
Yeah. What was like one of the
Okay.
first things you ever watched?
Newgrounds.com.
Yeah.
The probably the Ultimate Showdown and subsequently the Ultimate Orgy.
Really?
Yeah, you remember that?
I remember the Ultimate Showdown. I never heard the Ultimate Orgy.
It's a shot-for-shot remake, just how you'd expect it to be from the title. And we don't have to go into it anymore.
That's fair.
But it's kind of impressive how shot-for-shot it is. It's just made into that.
I never watched Newgrounds cartoons. I only ever played games on Newgrounds.
You're a fake
Yeah,
fan.
I played Interactive Buddy.
I'm not a fan, period.
Yeah, Interactive Buddy.
I don't,
It's this it was this QuickTime game with this little ball gentleman. Oh my goodness. New co-host. It's Bean Show now.
It's the Bean Show.
Meeting half bean. Beaning halfway.
Hi, booby.
Okay,
What were we talking? Oh, right. So
were we
Interactive
talking about?
Buddy. Interactive Buddy is this QuickTime game with this little guy made out of like gray balls, and you can buy a bunch of weapons to just like.
I remember this.
Yeah.
I remember this now.
Yeah, you can like set them on fire and missiles and stuff. And it in retrospect, I don't think I'd like it today, but at the time it was so freaking fun, especially because you could put on skins and at the time, the presidential campaign of George Bush versus John Kerry was going on, so you could have both of them.
That sucks. There was always
and there was like little VO and little bubbles of them saying what they said, and you know how George Bush says like stupid things all the time. I love
George Bushisms. I love Bushisms.
There were plenty of Bushisms on there.
Thank you, Your Holiness.
What about
awesome
you?
Speech.
Games or
I never played any online games on Newgrounds, but I loved Resident Evil. That was a
duck.
and it was Scrooge and Huey, Dewey, and Louie with zombies. It's so dumb, but I still like that to this day.
That
it's
does
cute.
sound like a Newgrounds parody.
And then I obviously watched Egoraptor.
I was gonna say the awesome series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
There was
He
a
did that.
time.
Oh, yeah,
This
no,
is
the dog you wanted into.
Oh, this is embarrassing. There was a time when I had all of Metal Gear Awesome memorized by heart,
I had it memorized
word
too.
for word.
I loved it. I loved it so much.
I downloaded it and had the MP4 on my PSP. I would just play it over and over again until I got it. Same with Charlie the Unicorn.
I also watched KH Chronicles 1.1, 1.2, 1.3.
You mean the guy who made
Spirit Science? Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah. KH Chronicles. I loved that shit. I also watched like a lot of Chris's cartoons. Just old shit. I watched I'd watch the Madness stuff.
All the collabs.
Yeah,
for sure. I loved watching Jeff Johnny Utah cartoons and those collabs.
That was what a like wild time.
Oh jeez.
The pioneers.
He used the same voice for everything.
He uses the same voice for everything.
Guile, what are you doing? I don't know. He did.
Yep, he always sounds the same.
I hope he sees this.
Jeff will never watch this.
Piss off, Jeff.
Love you, Jeff.
Come over here.
Jeff, yeah, you should come on the podcast.
Come over here. It's time for your spanking. Come on.
Bend over on Kelly's knee.
Mm-hmm. It's time.
Kellen, you gotta say it.
Huh?
You gotta say it.
Say what?
What Veronica just said.
You gotta bend over.
No, you gotta finish it.
What?
You gotta finish it. You gotta call yourself Kelly.
Bend over on Uncle Kelly.
Bend over on Uncle Kelly.
Kellen,
shit.
Kellen, how much would it take for you to
change your
Twitter name to Kelly?
To Kelly Goff.
And make any future voice acting credits you do has to be called Kelly Goff. How much would someone pay you?
Oh, that would take more.
More? How much? How many Mr. Beast bucks?
You would have to pay me at least 75 plus 75% of each paycheck. So
plus
like
70.
Take each paycheck and
times by 1.75.
No, well
75%
yeah,
more.
times it by 0.75 and then add that to it and then I'll do it.
Damn. Okay, Mr. Beast, do your stuff. Do your stuff, Mr.
Cure me,
Beast.
Mr. Beast.
If you are on a cliff and you see Bean on one side and Wench on the other side
Of the cliff?
yeah,
What do
you have
you
to say
mean?
you can only save one.
Wait, so they're both falling
They're
off
both
the
dangling.
cliff. Oh, they're both dangling, and I'm in the middle of them.
Yeah,
And I can only save one?
you can only save one.
Why would you make me choose?
What is it? Is it the Wench or is it the Bean?
For any listeners, Wench is a little white chihuahua that we have, and Bean is a
Wait, no, you are not.
medium-sized brown beagle.
Wench is a white chihuahua who comes on our fucking sheets and our couches and our pillows and pees everywhere. Bean is the good boy dog who comes and sits on your lap and gives you
I
loving
meant for a
eyes.
visual. A white chihuahua and a brown mid-sized beagle.
Yeah, but you also have to give context.
Yeah, but you didn't give any description of what Bean looked like.
Bean's a good dog.
That's not a description.
Yeah, it is. Bean is a good dog. Imagine a good dog. That's Bean. Well, Kelly,
Yeah,
what's
but
it
Wench has
gonna
got a
be?
little personality.
I would say, I would say Go-Go Gadget Extend and get both.
That sucks. That sucks.
I can't choose.
You can't choose.
You gotta pick one, Kelly.
No.
If you don't pick one, you will die.
Who you
Good.
pick? Who
I'd
do you
rather
pick,
I
Veronica?
die and
Aw.
they both live.
Who do you pick?
I told you I killed myself.
No, that's what Kellen said, and you got mad. You gotta give it one. Who? Kellen?
Mark said he would pick Wench all the way.
Wow.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
look at him.
dickhead.
Wow.
I know. See, man, when I said he plays favorites, you see this? You see?
What?
Why are we making a hypothetical where one dog dies? Why are we doing this?
Veronica
to them?
loves envisioning her dogs dying.
Why?
She asks me this all the time.
I
Poor
ask him this, and
baby.
his answer is always the same. I pick wench.
So why do you re-ask?
Just to see if you'll change your answer.
No, because look at him. He's looking up at me right now.
Is this
smiling.
episode good?
We're chilling. We're chilling. That's all that matters. Me and Kellen send TikToks to each other all the time.
We have this giant freaking thread of TikToks that we send each other in the dead of night. And I've got Veronica nailed down to dog videos and stupid stuff that resembles Sunny.
like shitty like sped up edits, like
Yeah.
people exploding, like fart sound effect.
And like and cringe videos of like guys with fedoras. Yeah.
I always like sending Kellen things that are either really uncomfortable or just completely fucking stupid, like things that don't make sense.
And see, I feel like it's a courtesy to react to each video and show that you watched it.
I knew
and
you wouldn't like that I don't give
and how
reactions.
your reaction was.
Okay,
in
I'll say
place
this.
of-
I'll say this. When I don't give a reaction, it's because I either didn't find it funny enough or I'm like, that's all right.
Wow. Okay. So that's most of them.
See, if I did that, my
Dang.
reaction would be like, okay, I'll give like, if you send me like 5 TikToks, I'll give at least one of them a heart to show that I watched them all. You know, I wouldn't just ignore it all.
I do
Jeez.
that sometimes.
Sometimes.
No, I think that if somebody thought of me and they sent a video to me, they took the time. I can take
But
the time to click.
But I wouldn't expect you to do that for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect you to react to every single thing I sent because then I'll be like, oh, Kellen sent me 5 things. And it's like 5 reactions. I'm like, God damn it.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying I expect it of you.
No, I know what you
I'm
mean.
just saying this is my.
That's the
mantra
way, yeah, that's your
about it.
logic of thinking. I get that. I will react more.
TikTok kind of rules though.
TikTok does kind of rule.
I was like a
Yeah,
TikTok
it's a-
hater at first, but then I started watching TikTok with Veronica, and I was like, okay, TikTok's
I would
pretty good.
I would watch TikTok and Mark would get mad. Like, why the fuck are you watching TikTok? And they'd be like, you want to watch TikTok before we go to bed?
But I feel like people who hit TikTok and stuff like that, because the way I was, where it was like the new thing, you know, like, oh yeah, these fucking kids on TikTok or whatever, dude. Fuck
They're
off.
funny as hell.
Then, yeah, I watch them and
I
I'm
will
like,
get
oh,
behind
okay,
that
that's pretty funny.
Gen Z kids. They're kids to me. You're probably young adults now, but God, they're funny.
Although I will say, Margot and Ray and me and Veronica were watching TikTok cringe once.
Yeah.
And
Ooh,
it was
yeah.
like, it was confusing. Like, it was like a week ago, and we were like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what's like...
What constitutes as cringe now?
But also, why is someone making this? But also, why do people find it cringy? I don't get it anymore, you know?
TikTok cringe used to be so good because it would be people trying really hard, you know?
Yeah.
And it would be people like just like effortlessly, they just can't help but just be cringe, you know? But now it's a thing where it's like anything that is obscure, weird, or if people look like stupid, then that's put in TikTok cringe.
That's because they're running out of cringe. They make like one compilation a day.
No, it's because it's hard to find good cringe.
That's what I said. They're running out of cringe.
It's not.
We'll never run out
Yeah,
of cringe.
that's
the
what I
cringe
mean.
will just evolve.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
exactly.
I feel like it's evolved into a place though where I'm like, why?
Where you
That's
don't-
not- but
where
that's
you
not-
don't like it anymore, Mark. But
No,
other people do.
See, I disagree with both y'all. I think it's a thing where people just think, oh, this is like a big, disgusting Chobachooks man wearing a fedora holding a samurai sword. That's cringe. And it's like, no,
big
what is
what?
he? Chobachooks.
What's that?
Okay, so my friend Tom the Mouse, we always bring up Tom the Mouse.
The Mouse.
Because he
Tom
gave
the
me
Mouse.
so many phrases I love to use. And anytime he'd see a fat person, he'd call him Chobachooks. And because
Why?
And he said that because he'd said they had a Chobachooks breakfast that morning.
What is that? Oh.
Which he described as like a cookie and a piece
That's
of,
like saying,
a cookie
oh, I
and a-
call it Coca-Cola because it tastes like Coca-Cola.
He said it's the breakfast is a cookie and some chocolate cake for breakfast.
Chobachooks breakfast.
That's-
Oh, is that what that means?
It's a Chobachooks breakfast. So when you see a Chobachooks, you're like, that's a Chobachooks.
I could not have a Chobachooks breakfast breakfast myself.
Mark does.
Yeah, I do.
Mark does. We had.
I don't eat breakfast, period.
We would make cookies like every night. You saw it in
That's
all my
I was making
gratitude
in that
lists.
South Park video.
The first thing y'all ate today was Domino's pizza.
To be fair, first
with
thing
a
we
big cookie pizza.
I will say, first of all, it's 9 p.m. right now. That's
It's
the first
9
thing
p.m.
we're eating.
and this is 5 hours into the day for you.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Woke up at like 4.
And I tried so hard, audience, to get these guys back on a circadian rhythm.
True.
I said I would pay for their vacation tickets when we go to Ireland, or pay for half of them, if they stayed up through the night and reset the...
Which
and
we
they
did reset it.
You did. And then you ruined it immediately.
That's
Like,
not our
that's
fault.
not our
Bunch
fault.
of nonsense
What do you
is going
mean?
on.
It's only your fault.
This is not
You
my
ruined it completely.
Not willfully,
No.
though. Not willfully.
Not willfully, huh?
Yes, not
What against your will did it to you to make you stay up?
happenstance.
Happenstance.
Consequences and happenstance.
You want to be vaguer?
No.
Okay. I
I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
I hope we're able to go on that Ireland trip in May.
yeah. I can say why now. When you guys first mentioned it on the podcast, I was like, oh, no. Because I hadn't announced yet that I'm going to be at a convention, MCM Comic-Con London.
Everyone go check it out.
If you're in UK, that's probably the only time I'm going to be there this year.
Everyone
So,
go check it out.
Get the Kelly Goff experience.
Yeah, go say hi to me.
Everyone go check it out.
Shut
but
up.
then I was like, hey, my only family outside of America is in Dublin. And so I kind of want to, while we're close to it, go to Ireland. Originally, I was going to do the country tour. You know, I was going to go to Wales and Scotland and all that. But I was like, that's too
Boring.
much.
But
And
Ireland
there's
has
other
Friar
stuff I
Tuck.
need to do when I get home, so I can't.
But also, Ireland is cool.
Friar
So-
Tucks, cheeky monkeys.
For those who
Cocos?
don't know, that's where Mark's from. Mark
Wait, you're
came
from Ireland?
the Ire.
No.
Me?
So I'm like,
me?
Mark, you're an Irishman. Can you show me around?
Callum, what do you want to see most in Ireland?
I want to go see the Chocolate Jelly River.
That's in
Fair.
Wexford.
That is in Wexford?
That's in
How
Wexford.
far is Wexford from Dublin?
Way down
Pretty-
south.
Way down south, but like 3-4 hours.
A
you
3
know?
or 4 hour
not
train
bad.
ride.
Ireland is like
Yeah.
you can get from like top to bottom in like
Literally,
6-7 hours.
driving from here to San Diego, that's all of Ireland.
Okay, that's easy.
Yep.
I've done that plenty of times.
Yep.
Let's have a road trip. Let's see the
I want to. I want to
let's
see,
see what
we
there
can
is
do
to
like
Craggy
see in the-
Island.
We can do like a day for each.
I was there's nothing in particular I wanted to see. I just wanted you over there.
We can go
you,
meet-
you boyo to show me around to the,
I showed him around Ireland.
then you girlo to show me around the places to be.
And if for whatever reason worst comes to worst and we can't go in May, Ireland Adventure end of the year
Yep.
Sounds good.
with Sunny.
Sonny,
With-
the actual.
sorry.
You
I did
kicked
not
the
kick-
wench. You
No,
kicked
not
the
hard.
wench.
It was like
You fucking
wench?
kicked him.
it was like my leg.
You.
rest,
It was
my
like
leg-
look at his face and say you didn't kick
How
him.
could you? How could you?
My leg like rested and it was like the
No,
follow
my
through of it. You
leg-
know? I was like I
no.
did that and then it was like
kicked
this,
him.
You know I did that.
He literally went.
Ow.
No,
That
it didn't.
hurt.
No, he didn't.
That really hurt.
Daddy, why?
Why you betray?
Daddy, why you die?
I want to drink a real Guinness too. A real one.
It's not good.
I don't care. A real one.
That's fair.
Just to say I have.
It tastes
we
like
can go to
chocolate.
we can go to the
Because
Jameson distillery.
my dad went to Wales and he said he just was doing a soul searching trip with like his best friend, my godfather, and they walked into a bar and the bartender just said Guinness. They're like, yeah. And that's the only words they ever said to each other. So I was like, oh, I kind of want that to happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go. Veronica. It was really funny going to pubs with Veronica because Veronica was like a sideshow, like a spectacle.
Yeah, people are, they think like Americans are fucking cartoon
I
characters.
think you're all like dumb. You're all like dumb.
But
like
in reality,
What are
people
they going to think of me?
people
Shit.
in Ireland though like are cartoon characters. Like they don't come off real.
that's just because you're not used to it. Just like Irish people aren't used to you.
No, they are like cartoon characters. Look at everyone at Nan Rice's.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. There's a guy named Coke who's at Nan Rice's.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was.
He's the guy who bartends Gorman's.
Oh, that's what I meant. Gorman's. See, cartoon names. Coke at Gorman's.
What do you mean? You got,
Nan Rice's.
you got a little dog called Wench.
Yeah, and you kicked him in the face. Why would you do that?
Why do you hate cartoons, LSMark?
Yeah,
I
why-
didn't say shit. I really hope we're able to go to Ireland in May. It's all dependent on Veronica.
Oh, excuse
Me
me?
too.
No, it's not. Also, if we go to Ireland, though, we should go to Craggy Island.
Yeah, we
What's Craggy
we were
Island?
meaning to go for like the
It's-
past 2 times. And we
It's
just
where
never
they
woke up in
filmed
time.
Father Ted.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I've never seen it, but
You'd like it. It's a
We
good
got to
show.
meet up with Niall again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can meet up with Niall. We can go to
never
Galway.
met Niall in person. I don't think.
Now you will in Ireland.
Niall-
Niall's great. I
is
love
Niall
Niall.
back in Ireland now.
Yeah, Niall's in Ireland. He's coming back over here soon, though.
We got to Friar Tuck's.
We
We'll
gotta
go
go
to the
to
bowling
Supermax.
alley. Meet Michael Welsh.
Go to Supermax.
Go to Supermax. And,
We gotta take you to the Wax Museum in
the
Dublin.
Wax Museum, the shitty ass
The
Wax Museum.
fucking fuck awful Wax Museum.
That doesn't sound fun.
It is
the way
fun.
you've described it. In
It
the
is
past.
fun.
It is very
Everything's-
fun.
Everything's so dinky.
It looks really
Okay.
dumb, and it's in like the heart of Dublin.
Okay, I'll take your word.
We can
for
go
it.
to the big, nice, beautiful Dublin Park,
Yeah.
and then we could also go and check out Belfast and the Titanic Museum. Ireland's cool. We can go on trains. That's fun. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
I like trains. Haha. That should be in a cartoon.
Yeah, Mark, put that in your
I
cartoon.
like trains. That sounds like that could be a cool cartoon.
Yeah, Mark, put that in your
Cool
cartoon.
concept.
Look at his big distended belly. I think he has to pee.
Yeah, you want to go let him pee then?
Do you? You
No.
kicked him in the face. The least you could do is take him out to pee.
He's not gonna want to pee.
Look at him. Mark is so okay. Now that Mark's gone, Bruce, leave this in. Now that Mark's gone,
Yeah.
have you noticed that he
No.
always has a little bit of sauce
No. Yeah.
right here on his shirt?
What kind of sauce is? I've never seen a blue sauce before.
It is blue. It is round and it's saucy.
I don't think sauce can have a shape.
Yes, it can.
What do you mean?
Sauce shape. You never heard of sauce shapes?
I can't say I have.
It's
That
shape.
sounds like a productions, like an animation production.
Sauce shapes?
shape production.
That does sound pretty. You know what, Kellen? You're helping me have the Kelly Goff experience.
Is the Kelly Goff experience just business advice?
The Kelly Goff experience can be anything that you could experience at Kelly Goff.
Boredom.
No, the Kelly Goff experience is never bored
Okay.
or boring.
That's you know what? Thank you. That's a big compliment. Right
No,
there.
thank you for giving me the Kelly Goff experience.
Okay, fuck off.
Okay, Kellen, let me ask you this.
Huh.
Sonny and Mark are dangling off a cliff. You have to save one. Who do you save?
I don't know if I could pull Sonny up by myself.
You have to save one. Let's just assume that it's
That I have super strength.
Let's assume it's feasible for you to do either. And both would take the same amount of effort.
I'm sorry, Miss McConville, but I've known Sonny longer.
What?
I've known
You
Sonny
would kill
longer.
my husband?
Well, I've known Sonny longer.
But it's Sonny.
yeah.
He smells like shit.
But he's funny.
That is true. Sonny is pretty funny. Okay,
funny
fair.
Sonny.
Okay.
Did I just convince you to kill your husband?
No, I was gonna say me or Sonny. You probably save Sonny.
Oh no, that would be hard actually.
Yes.
Why do you do this? Why are you doing this?
I just
Why,
like-
what's the point of making this? Is this entertaining to you, audience? Watching me and listening to me have emotional quarrels over which friend or dog I would say.
I just like to think. I like to see what people choose.
There's more cerebral stuff we can pick with lesser stakes. But literally, you could be like, "Hey, do you like vanilla or caramel more?"
Or would you rather die from vanilla or die from caramel? Mark. Okay, I'm gonna ask you the question I just asked Kellen. Okay, me or Sonny? Okay, we're both dangling off of a cliff. Who do you save?
this point, probably Sunny.
What the fuck?
After this podcast, probably Sunny.
What's your problem with me? What'd I do to you?
Just trying to sit down and have a nice little conversation with Kelly Goff.
What do you mean?
And interrupted by Bean. Sammy's hitting the mic.
Literally kicks Wench in the face, yells at Bean, never says I love you to Sammy, yet I'm the problem here.
Trying to chill. Just trying to grill.
Just kidding.
Chilling and grilling like Corey in the house.
What?
You don't
I
know-
never watched Corey in the House that
Me
much.
neither.
Actually.
I didn't care about it.
I watched Zach and Cody a lot though.
Mark has a
too.
really big poster of Corey in the house in our bathroom.
Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
No,
we're
I
recording
can't
this in
see
the
into
bathroom, by the way.
into the bathroom right now.
This is the bathroom.
This is
That's
the
where we
bathroom.
record.
This is the bathroom.
Why do you think the couch is so blue?
What?
That doesn't mean anything.
This is
What
where
you
Wench
just
thinks the
said.
bathroom
All right,
is.
Mark. Sunny or Kellen?
Why do
Dangling
you
off a
keep
cliff.
doing this? This isn't.
Guys in the audience, guys in the chat.
The audience is not like it's not.
Kellen or Veronica dangling off a cliff? Who do you see it?
Of
Well, they're
course.
more familiar with Veronica.
I was gonna
Keeping
say-
in mind that no Kellen, no Glamrock Freddy.
That is true. I think people would
Somebody
say
else
Kellen.
would play Glamrock.
People
You
would-
think they would replace you?
They
Yeah,
couldn't.
of
They
course
couldn't
they
do
would.
that. They couldn't do
in
that.
a minute. They would.
No, they wouldn't.
Voice actors get replaced like that.
Except for
Except for
YouTube's
you.
commercials.
For U2's commercial. Oh well, I did that for fun. I'm glad they asked me to do that.
So Kellen,
Yes.
you
Yes,
were
Mark.
you were in Minions.
You were in
Kellen,
Minions
if
Rise
you were in
of
a,
Gru.
if you were in a
Didn't we have this
We
exact
talked-
conversation in the last
Kellen,
the last episode?
Kellen,
we
if you
doing?
were in the Family Guy movie, who would you want to who would you want to voice?
Which Family Guy movie are you talking about?
Family Guy 1.
Family Guy the movie.
Who would you want to voice?
The hypothetical Family Guy movie.
Yes.
upcoming Family
The
Guy movie.
upcoming Family Guy movie.
Is there one?
Yeah.
There's been one
Is
in
there
production for
actually?
like 5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe longer than 5 years.
Who would I want to play?
You could play anyone. Seth
Any
MacFarlane comes up
family-
to you and says, "You can play
He's like,
whatever you
oh,
want."
my voice is sore today. You can,
Oh, the light
There
went
goes
out.
the red light.
whatever. It was like, my voice is sore today. You can voice whoever you want, Kellen, in the movie. I just need a break.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who would
Wait,
you wanna
so
voice?
I have to voice a Seth MacFarlane?
No, you can
character?
voice anyone.
Well, I don't know if I want to replace anybody. They all do really good.
What if all the voice actors are like, I give you permission, Kellen Goff, if you want to pick my role?
If they all gave me permission.
Yeah.
You,
Holly Mort.
you would want to be
Mort?
more?
Yeah.
You want to play Mort? That's
Okay.
pretty good.
I have a really good Mort impression.
That is really good. That is really good.
It's my friend Jess's favorite thing I do. Common Jess on Twitter. He every time we meet up, he's like, "Come on, baby, do it for me."
Oh, you mean this? Oh, why are you in my store? Oh, my lower back.
No, Kellen.
so good.
The current voice actor of Cleveland is someone who started doing YouTube like Call of Duty trolling. So you could become the new Mort.
You
Goldman.
could be Mort Kelly
If-
Goff.
Okay, all we need to do is get.
I like the guy who does it though.
We just need to get. Who is that?
I don't know.
We need to get enough people to
Sign a petition.
No, we need to
No!
get people to get mad at the fact that Mort is not
No!
voiced by an actual Jewish person, so we can get Kellen.
I think he is.
Let's.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
The pinwheel above Mark's head.
Okay, so I was thinking like, okay, guys in the comments, let me know what you think. I had this idea because I think it'd be fun. I know it's reaction content, but I was thinking if we ever did a Patreon, I would want to do like movie commentaries where it's like.
I would love to.
Where it's like we just put it exclusively up on Patreon, where like you pick what movie you want us, and we'll just like talk over it as we watch
We
it.
should do
That's,
it. Why not?
That's what YMS does.
Yeah, I know. We gotta make a Patreon first, though. We'll make a Patreon.
We'll make a
soon.
Patreon soon. You guys can watch this commentary over 21 Jump Street and Titanic.
Yeah.
We're watching
And we'll-
22 Jump Street. It says my name is Jeff. That's it. You can turn the movie off.
Okay,
now.
turn it off. I'm done. Da, da.
And we'll do that. What's it called? That app where it makes a picture talk.
Oh yeah,
We'll
the
do that
AI.
with Wench with Microsoft Sam
And
saying
you
your
can talk
name.
over the movie.
And he goes,
Don't stay away for too loud.
You gotta make that.
That's another TikTok.
Bruce, put this fucking TikTok up real quick. Fucking Mark is obsessed with this stupid
The
looking
dog
dog.
is the dog is the ugliest thing ever. The dog makes you like sick to
looks
look
like-
at.
he looks
but
like
the song
Sid
is really
from Ice
funny.
Age.
Yeah, he does.
It does.
But the song is just really funny to me for this disgusting dog to be singing.
Every time
No,
we watch.
but I'm just saying, do that with Wench and have Microsoft Sam or a text-to-speech thing say the patrons' names.
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
that's
yeah,
a
we
good idea.
could.
I just love that the gimmick of the whole video is like anything can be happening, but that
And then the
dog,
dog
just somehow
comes in
winds
singing.
up coming into it.
They showed me one right before this audience where a plane stops midair and a stairway descends and the head of this dog singing comes down it and goes into a train that's conveniently stopped right there.
And the train goes.
And the train goes away, yes.
There's one where it's the dog's
And they were
head.
losing it. And I was flabbergasted. I had no idea why.
There's one where the dog's head is like a big giant wave and it's crashing through. It's so stupid.
I just like anytime we see that meme and it's not that song, it's a different song. I'm blank faced. I'm like, what the fuck is that song?
It's only that one
if
song.
if it's got the song, I'm fucking losing it.
Also, Kellen, you could tell we laugh more at that shitty meme than we did at the comedy show.
We've truly entered a golden age of video editing.
Yeah.
You can do so many things now that I could only dream of when I was making videos on YouTube as a kid.
True.
Like that. Like making a picture talk automatically like that. What are you doing to this poor dog?
If halfway through the comedy show, G.B. Kennedy
He's
grabbed
looking
his
to
dick,
the-
and
What?
after he grabbed his dick, the dog came out of his pants, singing that song.
Stay away for too long.
That would have made the whole show worth it.
that can't happen in real life, Mark.
Jamie Kennedy was grabbing his cock like nobody's fucking business, dude.
I don't think he even noticed he was doing it.
Yeah,
I think he did.
yes,
I
he
think
did.
he did.
It
I think
itched.
He came off like he did not give a fuck
He
about
literally
anything.
was like fucking like hardcore grabbing that shit, like moving it around. There's a part where he put his hand in his pocket, like
It wasn't
twiddling.
hardcore. It just
Yes, it was.
It looked like someone who's like, at home alone and just like
just.
cradling.
Dude, it looked like he had fucking an itch to scratch the whole fucking
But he
set.
clearly he kept being like, I've been doing this for 30 years. People always ask me like, I see all these new guys, the guys you've seen already, like asking like what the top's like, and I'm like, you're looking at it, look at me,
Dude,
And I
oh
was like,
my
holy
god. Dude, that guy, what a bum.
So it's very
I
rude to-
respected that he
yeah.
did not give a fuck. See, I would take
He
that.
did give a fuck.
I
What do you
No,
mean?
I was gonna say I would take that like no fucks given attitude than someone that lady coming out screaming and dancing, trying to so hard.
But what do you mean no fucks given? He clearly gave a fuck because he's arguing with the audience the whole time.
But he doesn't care enough to like move on. So he doesn't care if he kept being like, I don't care if you're uncomfortable right now. Like this is uncomfortable. Yeah, that's the show. Like he kept doing that. I would rather that than like the girl who like stood up with her fucking spider legs,
Well,
like
yeah.
singing like and like screaming loudly and making noises.
I would agree because it's more entertaining to see him cause a ruckus than it is to see her fucking scream about someone
Like a
biting
banshee,
nipples.
yeah.
Yeah. Like the banshees of Inisherin.
Kellen,
Yeah.
what's your goals for 2020?
Yeah.
What's your goals for 2023? For 21?
21.
Stupid.
Nah.
If you were to voice act in anything in 2023, what would it have to be?
See, I'm very grateful to be at the point where my only goal is to just stay where I am.
Stay on top?
I would, you know what? No, I would like to voice act for more mainstream animation if I can. Like
Scooby-Doo.
what's
Like
that?
Velma.
No, not like Velma. Velma only hires celebrities like Big Mouth.
You want to voice in Big Mouth? Is what you're
No.
saying. You want to be the new. You want to be the hormone monster.
I would love
No,
to see
that-
the Kelly
that-
Goff hormone monster.
Oh my god, I can't listen to the Hormone Monster because it just sounds like Nick Kroll is shredding.
Oh, what do you mean?
himself.
It's Will Arnett.
No, it's not. It's
Yes, it
Nick
is.
Kroll.
No, it's not. It's Will Arnett.
It's Nick Kroll.
No.
No.
Kellen, you're
I'm gonna look it up.
you're gonna question me.
I'm gonna look it up.
They literally make a joke in one of the episodes where Nick Kroll is green screen talking to the hormone monster.
Yeah.
And he's like, people think I sound like you. And he's like, yeah, people think I sound like Bojack, too.
Let me look this up. Hold on.
Guys, you're going to get Kellen caught slacking right on camera. Who voices him, Kellen?
Let me see. Nick Kroll. Maury the hormone monster.
No, that's not possible.
Wait,
That's
wait,
not-
wait, wait.
that's
wait.
not
Don't
possible.
come to me.
That's not
Wait,
possible.
wait,
Voice cast.
No, that's not.
I know that
That's
stuff inside out
That's not
because I have
possible.
to.
That's not possible.
It's always been Nick Kroll. Always.
That's the picture, the Earth, and there's the two spacemen. It's, it's always been Nick Kroll.
What the fuck?
Always has been.
Yeah. Isn't it so?
Somebody make that meme, please.
Dude, there's no way.
Wait, I'm gonna look up Will Arnett now.
Okay. But he's done a lot.
It's Nick Kroll. What? Why would they make that joke in the episode?
Because he sounds like Will Arnett when he does that voice.
I guess I thought that was the joke. I thought it was like a meta joke because in the episode it's Nick Kroll on a green screen talking to the hormone monster, and he says something like, "He's like the hormone monster's with like."
You're expecting a big mouth joke to land.
I don't know. Nick Kroll is like
To be funny?
Nick Kroll looks at the hormone monster and is like, people think, or he's like, I voice you, and the hormone monster's like, well, I thought I was Will Arnett, and he's like, no, people think we sound like though. And then I'm like, I thought that was the joke, that like it wasn't true, but what? My mind is blown. I didn't
Get fucked.
I didn't believe Kellen.
I didn't believe Kellen either.
I know what I'm talking about when it comes to voice casts.
Damn,
That's
Kellen
one of the
Goff.
only things I can memorize. Like I would call that one of my autistic superpowers.
Kellen,
Yeah.
what do you think about? Because okay, so here's a funny story.
Yeah.
I think we told it in
I'm
a previous.
laughing already.
We told it in a previous
At
podcast.
the story, not something else.
In a previous podcast, I mentioned how I wanted to get Sonny a Christmas gift, so I wanted to cameo Kellen saying "Happy
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas" to Sonny.
Dude.
And Kellen sends me going like, "Is this you?" And I was like, "No, you think I would spend money on Sonny?" And he's like, "Good point."
Yeah. So I thought that somebody was using your name. Like,
Yes,
you lied to me.
I give a second name, but I forgot I was using the account that already had my like name attached to
I was
it.
scared that somebody was trying to identity theft you.
I'm sorry. I wanted it to be a funny like prank on Sonny. So I just
Scares,
got
scares the britches off little.
So
Kellen.
I just got Blippy instead, but the Blippy voice is AI, and I know Kellen, you didn't go with Cameo in the end because you were afraid that
People would take
they
your
would sample
voice
your voice
and
for
make it
AI.
AI.
I'll just say that Cameo did not respond to me when I asked them if they would use my voice for AI, and that I took that as a red flag and left.
That's fair.
I wish them well, but the communication skills, I don't know. I was a little afraid after that.
Yeah.
Kellen, what would you do if what would you do if like we kept all this in the podcast and then afterwards like the podcast ends and it's like silence for 10 seconds, then it's like, hi, my name is Kellen Goff and I am stupid.
Ooh, I would. Ooh.
I would straight up tell you, Kellen.
I would probably actually be mad. If you guys
mad?
did that, if you kept everything in and then did that, I would
That's just an
probably be
attack.
mad.
That's just an
And
attack
then,
at that one
my name
point.
is Kellen Goff and I approve this message.
Zoom into this wench and then put the song.
Don't stay away for too long.
Then I get copyright claims.
No, it's not longer than 7 seconds.
Put in
Oh yeah, that's true.
put in a MIDI of it.
Hi guys.
This
guys,
beam right here.
guys, wait, leave all the wench stuff in
No,
though.
do not leave the wench singing stuff in.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay, cut back and now.
Bruce,
You have to go through this by yourself and
Bruce,
give him time codes.
take all the moments in this episode. Take all the moments where we say cut that out, cut back in. Just line that all up right now.
a
No,
cut.
No.
they'll cut to
we'll
it.
cut.
God, cut this whole thing.
We can cut it out. We'll start. Look, we'll start. We'll start right now.
You know what? Just cut that. Just cut that, please. That is out.
Comes
I will cut this
up
out.
to Kel.
Here, cut back in here.
Yeah, cut
that's
here.
a good.
It's
This
become-
is all cut.
It's
by the way.
completely okay. Cut this out too.
Gonna cut this out.
No, we can cut that out.
I want to cut this all out. Please cut
Yeah,
out
Bruce,
all the
cut.
AI. This episode is a mess.
Because of
Cut
me.
back in now. Okay, cut back in now. Cut that out too.
No, leave that in.
No, cut that part out. Okay, cut back in.
Cut back in.
Okay, cut back in now. can't like say cut back in and then you talking about cutouts and shit like that.
Sorry.
Okay, cut back in.
Cut back in.
Cut back in.
Cut back in when Veronica sits down.
just all. But also, Bruce, can you put a little jigsaw right there? A little jigsaw on the track.
Little jigsaw? Why?
Can you have Jigsaw like come from behind the couch and like from here to here and have him like cut off, you know, like from whatever's here, like just his head's like cycling across the back of the couch.
What even?
And then have him jump up on Kellen's head.
Put the FNAF cheering. Please put the FNAF cheering.
Why Jigsaw?
But have it be like the Pixar logo where it like comes down in the eye when it's Kellen's head and it's Jigsaw.
Bruce, put the FNAF cheering when he finally smashes down on Kellen's head.
So
He is dead, finally.
So Kellen,
Yes.
what upcoming movies are you excited?
What did you say?
This has devolved.
Kellen, what
into
movies
nothing.
are you looking forward to?
What movie would you take a shit to?
Kellen, do you remember Lightyear? Oh, you weren't there for Lightyear, were you?
When Sonny threw up?
No, I don't think I was there for Lightyear. What?
We were going into the. We left Lightyear and Sonny
Push this man out of the way.
Sonny
Oh yeah, you told me.
Sonny ate a salad.
The one time Sonny eats a salad, he fucking threw it up.
And then he went and told the guy at the front stand that he was like, "Oh, just let you know, I threw up in the bathroom." And it's like, why? Why are you telling him that?
He literally went up to the manager and was like, I float up.
Have you had Sonny on an episode yet?
Yeah, it was
we talked
two
about that very
episodes-
story.
2 episodes ago.
Cool.
Guys, go check that episode out.
Any upcoming video games you're excited for
That you're voicing in?
that you can actually share?
Yeah, I can't. There's something I can't talk about yet.
But
Nuts.
well, I'm going to be in that. Well, I was just in Dead Space.
Ooh.
I heard that was good.
I heard that was good too.
I got to that was really cool because I got to the original guy who did these zombies, these these necromorphs, the Guardian and Slasher, was the original audio editor for the game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he couldn't do zombie sounds, so he just went like, and that was all the files. And then sorry, Bean.
No, he's fine.
And then he would add the effects to that.
Yeah.
You know, he would
Oh,
add effects to it to
Like build
make it
on
sound
that.
like a zombie.
Yeah.
But they couldn't track him down for this one.
Oh.
So they sent out
So
the
they
audition.
went for their second best
They sent
choice,
out the
Kellen Goff.
audition under a code name, but they had the references of the original one. It's like, hey, if you can scream like this for 2 hours, send in you doing that. So I was like, okay. And I did, and they're like, "Yep, that sounds spot on." And so we recorded it actually during the height of the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
It took that long.
That long ago.
Yeah, I recorded it in my booth, and it's still the highest bit rate I've ever recorded in at 192,000.
What the fuck?
I don't know why they needed to hear my sweat pores, but it came out really good, so I can't knock them. But yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. And then there's going to be... I can't say too much about this, except I'm going to be in that Minecraft Legends game.
Oh,
as
really?
A bunch,
I saw that.
Oh.
That's-
as a bunch of piglins.
Five Nights at Freddy's and Piglin Minecraft.
I'm Kellen Goff from Minecraft.
Kellen Goff from Minecraft, the Kellen Goff Experience,
Featuring Jamie
I
Kennedy
speak into a brown microphone.
featuring Kelly Goff
from Minecraft Legends.
and Jamie Kennedy from Son of the Mask.
So,
Okay, you can
cut back in here.
What games are you looking forward to playing?
As a gamer, I'm
Yeah.
excited for...
Guys, can you put a little arrow next to Kellen with a text on screen
This
saying
is
gamer?
gamer. Say Ultimate Gamer.
like with marquee,
Yeah.
but it's like fizzling out.
Like Sheldon.
Yeah, like
SpongeBob.
Sheldon. I-
You know, it says Sheldon on his name beside him.
Can I answer the fucking question,
Yeah,
Mark?
come on. Shut up.
So rude. Cut back in.
No, I'm kidding. I am saying for funny. All right, cut back in. I want to play I'm really looking forward to Starfield, which is Bethesda's new the ones who make like Skyrim and Fallout. They're doing a new main series IP game in space.
Whoa.
Ooh.
So I want to see.
You don't worry they'll like kind of remove the. It's not a Fallout game, which is by the same company.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Is it
I
like-
thought you meant like it was a Fallout.
Is it like
game.
No Man's Sky?
I don't know. They haven't
okay.
revealed too
A
much
space
about
game?
it
Is
yet.
it like No Man's Sky?
There's no trailer out yet. They just sort of revealed it around the same time that they revealed Fallout 76. So I'm hoping they, it's gonna be good. I hope.
But are you excited for the new Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, the one where it looks like they're in the real world?
Yes.
That one looks like shit.
I'm curious. I'm unsure how it all connects, but that's just Kingdom Hearts, isn't it?
Yeah. It will never fully understand.
I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
Callan, you should come when we play Kingdom Hearts with Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, we recorded
down.
like the first 2 hours, and it was alright. It wasn't that good.
I mean, I've watched plenty of
You're not even like in the game yet.
I've watched plenty of people play it. I hope that's not too many plosives. I watched plenty of people play it.
That's a new voice exercise.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked.
Kellen, what did you learn at Shakespeare camp?
We did that.
Oh.
If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
She sells seashells by the seashore.
That's how Meowth learned to talk. Actually, you want a story I haven't told anybody yet?
Yes.
Guys, we have put a big thing on screen right now. Kellen Goff exclusive.
I'm gonna be telling this at like every convention I go to.
We need to upload this quick.
So I was gone for a month, and that meant no voice acting pretty much for a month, except for in My Hero Academia. Spoilers. Overhaul's back. My character Overhaul is back.
God, I want a Funko Pop autographed by you.
And
Sign my fucking five.
And so Crunchyroll runs on when they do certain shows, they're called simuldubs. The whole production of an episode they will do within a week per episode.
Oh, really?
That's really
Yeah,
fast.
it's really
That's a quick turnaround.
Exactly. So when Overhaul was coming back, I was nowhere near done with. I was in like week 3. I was in the first part of week 3 of 4, maybe. But I have been looking forward to reprising him for a good long while since 2019.
Oh, it's been that long?
It has. So I was like, hey, I found this studio here, and I would love to come back. I get if you have to recast me with someone for stunt for one episode, but they're like, no, we can rent out the studio. Originally I was just gonna I stole the company had a Blue Yeti, and I was just going to do it because it's just one line. But they were like, no, we'd rather have you in a studio. I'm like, okay. So the morning, I get everything ready. I get somebody to drive me and everything, and everything's all lined up. The morning of it comes, and this is in Lenox, Massachusetts, in the middle of January, so it's like the snowiest day of
It's
the
like
month.
frozen.
It's pouring snow down. It's like unsafe by all means. So I I reached out to my driver, the one who was driving me, my friend Corey, and I was like, Corey, you sure you want to go through all this? They're like, no, can you find someone else? I'm like, yeah, I got it. So I found the guy who drove me there from the airport. He knows the roads really well. So I hobble out into the snow. Picture me looking like Kenny. I'm like all jacketed up. I look like an Ewok waddling through the snow, and just trying to see. And he comes in with a white Highlander, so I can barely see it. And I didn't.
White.
Yeah. I didn't.
Just blending in.
I didn't see anything. There were like no actual like I couldn't see the Toyota logo. I didn't know it was him. So that put us back like 20 minutes, me trying to find him, and he ended up being like right next to me. I was just. I didn't think it was the car, but then we finally got going, and I was like kind of stressed because we were like cutting it close, and then and we're every turn he's going at it like 2 miles per hour, and we're still skidding because the roads are that frozen, it's that fresh of snow, but we're like. Come rain or shine, we gotta get to this thing. A tree falls in front of us.
Damn, what the
What
fuck?
the fuck?
In front of us, a tree falls. It's a smaller tree, but a tree all the same. And the guy, and I'm like, ah! And he's like, it happens all the time. And he just drives around it. And then a second tree.
What the
A
fuck?
little bit farther down the
Dude,
road.
God,
And
he
I'm
is
like,
my
have you
real
ever had
academia.
2 trees in a row? And he's like, not recently. We're like swerving through all of this. This is just 16 minutes south, but it feels like forever
fucking hour?
because we're like trying to stay alive here, but we're like we gotta get this done because they already rented the studio. We don't want them. They're going out on a ledge for me. I really appreciate it. All the effort. We finally get there, and we don't recognize it at first because the studio is in like the back of an abandoned church. There goes Bean. Bye, Bean. So it's in the back of an abandoned church, and I'm like, oh,
Really?
This is the place, and we get in, and we record. It's like a very makeshift setup because they don't really do anime that often, but
At a church.
yeah, so we
The
got
back of a church.
there was a mixing board, it was a professional studio. It
I was
was
gonna
just
say,
That's why
you-
all the
back
trees
of a
was
church.
falling.
Usually churches have some pretty good sound systems.
Yeah,
God did not want you coming into his home in the hearts of God.
God did not want me doing this at all.
Yeah.
But I did it.
He
We,
didn't want you voicing
You
anime
placed
characters
a
in his
curse.
hearts of God.
Did
Placed a
not
curse on
want-
yourself.
so
Korean Jesus is gonna come for you.
Korean Jesus. We were just watching 21 Jump Street, everybody. So it's a makeshift setup, and there's like a laptop here just a laptop here, and then like an iPad right here and a microphone above me, and I'm like, okay, they're usually closer together, but I get that the cords can't reach fine. And because of the storm, we connect with them, with the studio in Dallas, but it cuts out like multiple times.
Oh my
so we have
God.
to get this line multiple times. They eventually just gave up on the on recording it on their end, and we just recorded it in house and sent it to them. But so we finally got it. They had to edit it a little bit to make it fit because I couldn't see the video in real time. It was just a bad storm. But I did it. I reprised my role from the middle of Massachusetts and we could say we went through snow, rain, and blood to do it.
All death for enemy.
And then
Let's get a jigsaw for Ken.
And then once we were finished, he came back around and he just had this big loaf of bread, and he was like, "Yeah, I found this. You want one?"
Holy bread.
He was an eccentric guy, the guy who drove me, but he
What was his name?
Jonathan Peck. But he's a really
Jonathan Peck.
interesting person. But yeah, then we skidded all the way home. But yeah, we almost got injured doing it, but we did it.
Dude, Kellen,
Yeah.
was it worth it?
Yes, absolutely.
For the fans.
Oh yeah, absolutely
For the fans.
For the fans.
It's for the fans.
It's the Kelly Goff experience.
It was a little bit for me. I overhaul.
Yeah, you love him. You want to marry him or something?
What the fuck is your problem? What the fuck is your
Our
problem?
camera's about to run out of charge. Last 10 minutes of the podcast.
Okay, let's wrap this up.
I'm sorry, Kellen.
Let's wrap this up. What the fuck?
That's
is
your
problem?
fault.
Yeah, I know.
You kept interrupting.
You literally-
and I couldn't hold
Kellen.
the train of thought.
Kellen, Mark has been blaming me since the beginning of this podcast for everything. Yet he
What?
is the one doing everything.
I'm just sitting here.
I'm just
I'm just sitting here. Yeah. Look at this
No,
bean.
Sonny. I called you Sonny. I meant Mark. Mark, give me your best, like, booey.
What? That's not even a
Damn.
word.
Like you're,
How does that make
Booey.
you feel, Mark?
like you're scared, like like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon.
Yeah, like Shaggy Doo.
Yeah.
No,
Come
I'm not.
on,
No,
come
I'm not
on.
doing that. No.
Why?
No, I'm not a voice actor. Kellen is.
Yeah, Kellen, let's get your best booey.
Huh? What is it?
Like you're scaringly pretty good. Pretty good.
What does that mean?
Nope, that's all.
No, I know. You know what? I know what Baba Booey means.
So
I just don't
Kellen,
know what Baba Booey.
If there's one thing you want to end this on, saying to the audience, what would it be? Follow your dreams?
Stop watching this podcast.
No, don't do that.
Wait, go back on. You don't want to
Get out while you still can.
Wait.
No, Kellen, you have to say.
No.
Kellen.
Wait.
You have to say donate to the Patreon in the voice.
Oh yeah, donate to the in the voice.
What voice?
In
What
the
voice?
voice.
The Kelly
voice?
Goff experience voice.
No, in the fun time Freddy voice.
No. I'm not allowed to. You know
Fucking
this.
dickhead.
You know I'm not allowed to do
What do I
that.
overhaul?
I'm probably not allowed to do
Kellen,
that.
what, would you still be friends with us if we were just every day around you? We were like, can you say this for us?
There we go.
Well, guys, the camera cut out, but don't worry, we'll
That's what happens when Mark fucks around.
we'll keep going for another like 5 minutes.
No,
is gonna be
no,
like
this
a
is the
half-
No,
end.
that's not the end. Don't fuck up. No, this audio is still playing.
I'm saying we should end it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Calvin, would you still be our friend if every day you came over to our house, every time we talked to you, we were like, can you say this for us in the voice? And we'll
Dan,
record it.
Dan, can you say this like my mom?
I would probably grow to resent you slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't outright hate us.
Bit by bit.
That's good to know.
Yeah, we got a couple more.
Listen, we do a little bit of trolling, but you know we love you, Kellen.
Yeah, no, when you're trolling, I get it. But if you, I'm saying if you were legitimately like that.
No,
Yeah.
that's autistic.
Do you ever have any friends like
Yeah, but you get it.
Kellen? You don't have to call anyone out by name, but did you ever have any friends who, like, once you became a voice actor, were like, can you do this for me in the voice? Did you ever have any friends who would like kind of get you to like be like, can you do the voice for me? Can you do this voice for me? Can you do this voice like all the time?
Yeah, have you experienced that before?
Genuinely, I try to be friends with people who like Kellen, not the actor,
Not Freddie.
Yeah.
not the characters.
Yeah.
If they do like the characters, you know, I'll do it every once in a while, but like, I don't know, it feels
Like
it
dance
feels
monkey dance.
odd. Yeah, it feels odd to be around that. So like, I don't know.
I know what you
That's
mean.
fair.
I know what you mean. It's like a parasocial thing where they don't actually
want-
like you for you. They like what you can do.
I like friends who can be my escape, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not that I want to escape from voice acting, just so I have a break from
You have a
it.
separation from work
Yeah.
and play.
That's exactly it.
And look at us. We're working and we're playing.
Yeah.
When you sleep.
Look, that's a little winch.
No one can look anymore. Guys.
Kellen, thank you again for coming
Look at
on.
this. Look at what Wench is doing.
Dude, Wench
Whoa.
is fucking
Wench is
What the
flying.
fuck?
Wench
Wench is flying away.
is starting to grow. He's 50 foot tall.
Whoa.
Wench is
Wench is
starting
hitting
to
the
grow,
gritty.
yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, wait a minute.
Thanks, Kellen, for joining
Yeah,
the podcast.
thanks, Kellen, for coming on and
Thanks
joining
for
again.
having me. I'm sorry it was a bit of a mess.
was
I feel like I
fun.
contributed to
No,
that.
this was fun. I don't care.
We
I
gotta
had a
do
good
this
time.
more often.
Definitely. Especially when we play Kingdom Hearts. You have to come by.
Yeah.
You can see Mark suck at platforming.
I mean,
You good?
Yeah.
Sonic has platforming.
You good?
Right?
What are you staring
Yeah,
at?
really. Kingdom Hearts just has bad controls.
I think
The
Mark's
first
just...
Let's just end the. What? You're not talking about Kingdom Hearts now. Fuck off. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Remember to go on to Apple and Spotify and give 5 stars to the podcast.
And leave a nice little review or a comment below saying how much you love Kelly Goff and the Kelly Goff experience.
And guys, next time you see Jimmy Kennedy at stand-up, mention this podcast and Kellen Goff.
You won't know what you're talking about.
Next time you see Jamie Kennedy performing live, yell, "I love Son of the Mask."
Yeah,
record it
just
and
like
send
that.
us
Yeah, record it and send it into our P.O. box.
At 111.
Or better yet,
Kelly Goff Drive.
isolate that audio right there and play it really loud over a Bluetooth speaker at home.
Yeah, you could use my
So
voice.
Veronica finally does it.
And Kellen can give me $50. No
Yeah,
kidding.
then I have to give you 50.
No,
for
I said I'd do it for
residuals.
your birthday.
Oh yeah. No, no, you said you'd do it if I asked you to, and I said I couldn't ask you to do that.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, guys,
Thank you all for
thanks
watching.
for watching.
And Baba Booey.
Bye.
But,